Welcome back to your SST class. So dear students, in the last videos we have discussed about the political history of the Cholas and few kingdoms of South India. In today's class we will be discussing about administration of Cholas. So when we talk about administration of Cholas, basically the Cholas administration was divided into three tiers. The first of all we were having the central administration, then provincial administration, and the third one was village administration. First we need to discuss about the central administration. So when we talk about central administration, in the central administration the king was supreme. King was treated as God, the personification of God on the earth. So all the powers were resting in the hands of the king himself. All the decisions were taken by the hands of the king, by the mind of the king and by the tongue of the king. So king was of the supreme powers in the kingdom, in the Chola kingdom. Beyond king, after king, the king was always assisted with some of the ministers. Different ministers were having different subjects. For example, there were ministers those who were dealing with the foreign affairs, there were ministers those who were dealing with the revenues, and there were ministers those who were dealing with the armies. So these ministers always assisted the king and suggestions were given. Although it was totally upon the king whether to accept those suggestions or advices or not. Moving ahead. Now these ministers were assisted by officers. Now we were having two types of officers. Higher rank officer and lower rank officers. Higher rank officers were called Perundanamas and lower rank officers were called Senundanamas. Now when we talk about officers, these were on the basis of heredity. Means officers were not selected on the basis of their occupation and capabilities. They were selected from the families that are already officers. So we are having such type of central administration where the king was supreme. Now moving ahead to the second form of administration, that is provincial administration. So now the whole kingdom was divided into provinces for the proper administration and proper working and functioning of the kingdom. The kingdom was divided into provinces known as mandalams. Now each mandalam was further ruled by viceroy. Now who were these viceroys? These viceroys were belonging from the royal families of the king. Right? Now for the proper administration of the provinces as well, the provinces means mandalam were further divided into districts. District means they were called nadus. So districts were further divided into groups of villages known as kurams. So this was all about our provincial administration, and each and every province mandalam was ruled by viceroy. Different districts were governed by different people. They were authority again belonging from the officer families or from the royal families, and group of villages were ruled or kurams were also ruled by same process. So this was a simplification of the administration that was done by the king in order to run the kingdom appropriately and in order to make it functioning properly. Now moving further to the third type of administration, that is village administration. So when we talk about village administration of Cholas, administration was also known as Gram Sabha. Now only this particular tier of this administration was elected by the people. Now what was the process of elections? This was done with the help of slip system. All the candidates who wanted to become the member of the village administration, means all the candidates were their names were written on the slips and they were added into a pot, and a small child of a village was called to select any names, to pick up any slip, and those name of the person, those who was the names were selected by the child were added into the village administration, were becoming the members of the village administration. Now what was the work and duty and responsibility of the village administration? First of all, it was made to deal with the local affairs. All the local problems, issues or conflicts, in order to manage local problems at the local level, this village administration was set up. Secondly, it also acted like judiciary. So village panchayat or village administration also acted like the judiciary in the small petty crimes. But when we talk about serious crimes, then village administration was not allowed to take the decisions. Right? Moving ahead, it was also given the duty by the provincial administration and the central administration officers to collect the revenue from the people in order to run the kingdom. And moreover, it was also having the duty to take care of temple, schools and other properties and institutions that are running in the village. So this was all about the duty of the village administration and responsibility and how the village administration was erected. So far we have discussed about the administration of Cholas. So village administration, provincial administration and central administration were the three-tier administration system of Chola. So that was all in this video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Stay blessed.